I mean, my friends make fun of me because before I go out, sometimes I'm like, this is the side, no, this is the side, this, like, so I think, you know, have fun and play with it and don't be embarrassed to kind of literally set your phone on a timer and literally step back and try poses, but I think always enhance whatever bit of yourself that like you might feel a little bit weird about or like a bit insecure with. Hi, I'm Harris Reed and I'm here with ELLE UK to be doing Ask Me Anything. I mean, it's, I guess, defining fame. I'm trying to think, because the most famous person that I've DM'd or DM'd me is probably someone that I think is super famous or like fabulous, and I'm quite obsessed with Lily Collins, and she's kind of my new DM buddy, and I think she's, the day I started work at Nina, I made a joke where I opened the windows like she did in Emily in Paris, and I was like, I think it was something like, hello Paris, I'm here. And literally at that moment, I saw like a DM pop through from her, like, hi, like, welcome, something along the lines of like, welcome to Paris and showing love. And like, it was a weird, like, I'm all about stars aligning and synergy. So I'd say Lily Collins is kind of my like celeb obsession DM mate at the moment. I think my most memorable pinch me moment that I can't believe happened was probably the Met Gala. And I think specifically because I kind of really started my career through the pandemic, so everything that I was doing was literally through a cell phone and through me literally taking the photos in my living room, and like even the VIP moments, like I wasn't there for them. They were all kind of, you know, sent out or like, you know. So the Met was a moment where I went to New York, I was getting out of the car, and I remember telling Iman in the car, I was like, no one's gonna know who I am, like no one's gonna know like anything, and I felt like so intimidated to be at an event with Tom Ford and Michael Kors and, you know, all these massive people. And I got out of the car and I remember this, and I remember crying, and everyone was like, oh my God, it's Harris, it's Harris, and like literally hundreds of people screaming, because I've been teasing Instagram all that week, and like hundreds of people screaming not just Iman's name but my name, and that sounds maybe a little bit vain, but it was kind of incredible to like, that was my first kind of outing or coming out into the fashion world in a physical space after 2 years of kind of being in my apartment making all my first collections. So that I think was my biggest pinch me moment, and I just remember like Iman being like, don't cry, look fabulous, and I was like, okay. My go-to fashion inspiration as a teen, this is so funny. I'd probably say Harry Styles, which I've actually never said before, but I remember back in the One Direction days buying and saving up for this Alexander McQueen scarf that he wore as kind of this like fab kind of head wrap kind of thing. And I remember trying to do it over and over again and literally breaking down crying because I couldn't make it happen. Completely forgot about this until right now. So he's gonna see this and a bit awkward, but I would say that was probably my teen go-to, like back in those skinny jean, fabulous flannel, McQueen scarf days. My favorite British saying or phrase would probably be cheers mate, because all my friends and my fiance make fun of me because very American always, and then I get into a cab in London and I literally say that and everyone literally pisses themselves laughing. So that would be my favorite thing. The best thing I ever bought would probably be this Alexander McQueen kind of python fake fur coat that I got from a vintage store in the middle of nowhere in Palm Springs. And I think I got it for like $50. I was like 17 years old, just like about to get accepted to Central St. Martin's. And I literally wore this coat more than anything ever. Like all of the bits of all of it are falling apart now. And it's kind of like my prized possession. So I'd say that's probably like the best thing I've ever bought. Yeah. The best thing someone has ever bought me. I feel like I should say my engagement ring, but you know, just to shout out to my fiance. But I have a friend, Molly, and for every Christmas, she would always buy me old posters from my favorite artists, from like original posters from those exhibitions. So I have like Helmut Newton, I have like really cool posters. So I would say those are kind of my favorite keepsakes, but then shout out to like being engaged. So I guess I have to say my vintage ring. My one piece I wore to death as I was growing up were probably my All Saints skinny jeans. And fun fact, I actually worked at All Saints for like a year when I was finishing high school. So it gave me a lot of good expertise of working on the sales floor, but I literally remember lying on the bathroom floor and like pulling, they were like painted on, and my body is mostly legs, so I kind of looked like this Slender Man. Like I kind of looked like a weird horror character with all the black and the really skin tight jeans, but I never took those off. For my wedding, which I now have to start planning, I guess any clues I could kind of give is I want it to be kind of unexpected. I feel like now that I'm at Nina Ricci and I have my own brand, I'm doing like 4 shows a year. So I want it to be an event that's very intimate and small. The one thing I will say is I'm trying to find a dress that I tried on 4 years ago in a flea market in LA, and I've messaged every single vintage store to find this dress, but because I don't want my fiance to see the dress, I like can't put it on Instagram. So I'm literally frantically before this trying to find this one dress. So maybe I'll give some clues later and people can comment below and help me find my dream dress, but I can't stop thinking about it. Okay, I'd probably have Sam Smith singing because I think they are just blow my mind away every time, and that show that we did together haunts me in the best way possible. I wake up literally singing Desiree, I'm Kissing You. Maid of Honor, Florence Pugh. shout out, love you babes, because I think there's no one with better humor, and I think on a day of so much nerves and emotion, I kind of need that fabulous humor. And then probably say Cher. I'm actually choosing a lot of people who are alive as the person who like is the minister who like ordains the wedding. I'd probably say Cher because, I mean, it's Cher. My whole life is Cher. I know you said 3, but I would also say probably Mick Jagger should also be my ring bearer or something. That would be my perfect trifecta. I know I said 3, but it's now 4, so those are my peeps. If I can only wear one item of clothing for the rest of my life, it'd probably be a pair of flares. I think it's always looks good. It's something that you can dress down, dress up. I mean, when am I dressing down? But you can always dress up. I think it makes you feel really confident, and it's kind of like how I started my entire career was literally me making a pair of pink lame flares and putting it on Instagram. So I gotta stay true to my flares, even though I'm currently wearing skinny trousers, so I'm a liar, but flares for life. If I had to give up wearing sequins or feathers for the rest of my life, which one would it be? Oh my goodness. Probably neither. I would probably just, I'm just kidding. But I don't know, because I wear a lot of them together. Feathers, maybe? Sequins? I'd probably keep the sequins, because I think I like the shine, I like the drama, I like anything it's like the 70s. So let's keep the sequins. Yeah. If I had to pick an actor to play me in a film, it would probably be Lindsay Lohan. I think she would do a really good job, because I think as much as I seem quite together in this fab black suit, I'm quite, I would say hot mess, but I'm a bit crazy, and I think she could capture that. Not that Lindsay Lohan's crazy. We love you. You're amazing. But I think she's making a comeback, and I think it would be a fun role for her to play. I don't know. I mean, maybe Adele, because I feel like, I don't know, because they're both really fun. So can they both do like one? Maybe let's choose a heart, and they can each do either side, because they're both such different individuals that I think it would look quite amazing, whatever was made from the both of them, I guess. I also have no tattoos, and I'm deathly afraid of needles, so I would probably be unconscious, so whoever just had the nerve to like help me back to life and give me a tattoo would probably be the winner. One person I'd love to dress in the Harris Reed is Tilda Swinton. I think that's been my one person since starting the brand that I haven't dressed yet, but I've always said to, whether it's my friends, PR, anybody, that I feel like I'm finally getting close to the place where I think I'm like worthy to dress her. Not to say that I wasn't, but like, I don't know, I think she's always been that ultimate goal, and I think my brand had to be camp, fabulous, like in your face, and I hopefully think we're shifting to a space of a bit more, we've grounded ourselves, people have taken notice, and I think we're getting to the time where maybe I can dress Tilda Swinton. So Tilda, if you're listening, call me, text me, DM me. Maybe you can DM me. I don't even know if she has Instagram. Private DM me. Would I rather wear wet socks every day or wash my hair once a year? I'd probably say wash my hair once a year, because as a not natural redhead, I try not to wash my hair anyways for about 2 weeks. So that I think I could do, because then I could keep the color really fresh. Everyone would probably stay very far away from me, because I probably wouldn't smell great. But I don't think I could do the wet socks, because I wear a lot of platform boots, and I feel like I would slip and fall, and then that would suck. So yeah. My go-to guilty pleasure for TV is Will and Grace, which I don't know if it's guilty, but it's my pleasure. I like the American humor to it. I think being someone who's lived in the UK for 9 years, I need my little guilty pleasure of just, I don't know, there's a different kind of humor overseas. My favorite Will and Grace character is Karen, because she's kind of everything I want to be, but then also shouldn't want to be any of that at all. Thank you guys so much for all your questions. See you soon. Like, subscribe, be part of this thing below, and see you soon.